Hello and welcome to Sunday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic, where I'm recording this far too late in the day. It is currently 10 to 5 in the evening, pitch black of course outside, and normally I try and do the videos much earlier, but sometimes at the weekends especially, real life gets in the way of puzzle solving. I know it's outrageous. And so I'm hoping this puzzle won't cause me massive amounts of trouble, but we'll see. It's by Oskode, and it's called Odd Way to Even Out. And it's got very straightforward rules today. So we've got quadruples and killer cages, as well as normal Sudoku, of course. And I'll read the rules to you in a moment or two's time. I loved some of the comments this got on Logic Masters. People like Snooker Fan just saying, I think the comment was, wow, just wow. So this is obviously very, very clever, even though it's only 2 or 3 stars, I think, out of 5 for difficulty. So fingers crossed, there will still be a video by 8:30. We'll see. Anyway, I'll read you the rules in a moment or two's time. I have to confess that today I'm still buzzing a bit. I mentioned yesterday that I was hoping there might be quite a famous, very famous chess grandmaster coming on the channel to solve a crossword with me. And in fact, I did record what will be a bonus edition of Cracking the Cryptic. Hopefully it'll go live tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. UK time, in which I was joined by none other than Peter Svidler. And we solved a puzzle together. The puzzle was made by Mark. So Mark was able to include, some chess-themed clues, as well as cricket, which Peter is a huge fan of. And I mean, I just had the most amount of fun. I cannot tell you. I mean, the thought that somebody like Peter Svidler would be interested in coming on Cracking the Cryptic to solve a puzzle. Can you believe it? I mean, if you'd have told me this when we started the channel all those years ago, I'd have just been... I mean, at that time, I was watching a lot of Peter commentating on chess. Anyway, Peter is, of course, he's a complete genius. It is... Anyway, that video, I hope you'll enjoy it. I hope you'll enjoy it even a scintilla as much as I enjoyed making it. That would be what I would hope for. Anyway, that's going to be live on the channel tomorrow. I hope technology allowing. It should be, fingers crossed. Also tomorrow at 10 p.m. UK time, Mark and I are going to be streaming more blueprints. So I hope. I'm not sure how often we're going to be going back to blueprints, actually, because some of the comments, I know people are getting very cross with us now. Because we miss things as we're going through. We don't mean to, but we're not brilliant at games. And some of you may say you're not very good at solving either. That may be true too. But we noticed the comments last video where people were getting cross. So anyway, but tomorrow night we are going to be streaming. So do join us if you've been following us on our journey, and that will continue at least for tomorrow at 10 p.m. UK time. Now, what else? Wind in the Willows, our competition over on Patreon. Should we check in on that and see how that's going? So this is where we were, and so 1,300 basically solves of the first puzzle, and nearly 250 solves of Mole's advent calendar. Now let's see. Look at that. It's nearly 1,500. Nearly 1,500 solves of the first puzzle. 371 solves of the final puzzle. Absolutely fantastic. I think we've got the difficulty right this time, because it's slightly more approachable. So there are more puzzles as well, but anyway, it's great. Do check it out. There's loads and loads of time left if you want to be in with a chance to win the competition. It closes on the 20th of the month. Now, what else? I've got one birthday to do today, and this is for Anna Jan. Anna Jan, I think you're over in the Netherlands. Apologies if I've got that wrong. But Annie Ann, I know it's your birthday because your girlfriend Anna wrote to us, and I've got a picture. Have I? Yes, I have. I have got a picture. So this is Annie Ann on his birthday. I don't think that is chocolate cake that you've got the sort of spectacular firework coming out of. It looks like it's could be a Chinese restaurant. I think that might be Chinese. Anyway, I don't know if that's today. It could. I'm not sure when that picture was sent. I'm not sure. But Annie Ann, I hope you have a great birthday today, and I hope the chocolate cake is marvellous. And that is, I think, all the news. I might have forgotten something, but I can't really afford to spend too long procrastinating. Let's have a look at Odd Way to Even Out by Oskode. The rules are as follows. We've got normal Sudoku rules applying, so we've got to put the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Killer cages, so digits in a cage do not repeat. Let's look at this one. And sum to the number given in the upper left corner. So you have to make those 4 digits sum to 18, but the way to do that, you couldn't do it doing something like this. Because although normal Sudoku rules would suggest that these threes are fine, they're not in the same row, column or box as each other, because they're in the same cage, that is too naughty for words, and you mustn't do that or you'll get the puzzle wrong. And then we've got just normal quadruples, I think. So cells surrounding a white circle, like these, must contain at least 1 copy of the digits within the circle. So within this 2x2, there must be at least 1 1 and at least 1 4. Now, obviously, there could be more than 1 1. You could do that. You could even do that. But you must include at least 1 1. And they are all the rules. Do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. But now, I get to play. Let's get cracking. This puzzle feels busy to me. I so often get hardly anything. In fact, I can see 2 things straight away. Yeah. So, I mean, my normal approach with quadruple clues is to try and... Actually, there's more coincidence even. Is to try and find digits that are coincident between quadruple clues. So look here. 5, 7 and 9 have all got to be in these 2x2s. And what that immediately makes me think about is where are 5, 7 and 9 in column 7? And the answer is obviously in these cells. And the same is true here for 3, 5 and 7 because of these clues. But also 5 and 7 are obviously coincident here. Is this Fistamafel? Ah, that's an interesting thought. 5 and 7 again are coincident here. I mean, I don't know whether this is going to be in point, but I'm suddenly realising that I'm being given information about the 4 2x2s in the corners of the puzzle, and those of you, what's my watch buzzing? Don't know. Those of you who've been following the channel for any amount of time will know that there is something called the Fistamafel ring, which is a theorem that applies to all Sudoku puzzles, and the theorem states, and you can prove it, and indeed I have proved it, even on the channel number file once upon a time, you can prove that these 16 blue cells are the exact same digits as live in the corners of the puzzle, the 16 green cells. So I'm wondering whether that's something I have to think about here. I mean, I haven't... a small point. These can't be a 5-7 pair because the 14 cage will break. If I make these 5 and 7, that's already 12, and I can't make those 2 cells add up to 2. So that must be 5 or 7. Is that it's symmetrical, isn't it? So it's the same down here. We've got another 14 cage at the bottom. So this digit's got to be 5 or 7 for exactly the same reason. Okay, so these 2 can't be a 7-9 pair because that would make this cell a 0 by math. 7 and 9 is already 16. So there must be a 5 in this domino, and this digit is therefore a 7 or a 9. And this is either 5 and 7 adding up to 12, or 5 and 9 adding up to 14, so that cell is a 2 or a 4. Which is presumably of some relevance. And then, okay, yeah, the 12 cage here, it's similar logic. You can't put 5 and 7 in here because this would be a 0. So this must be a 5 or a 7. And this is either going to be a 3 and a 5, okay, making this a 4, or it's going to be a 3 and a 7, making this a 2. So now I've got a 2-4 pair in the middle box. Okay, so what that's doing is it's doing something with these two clues, isn't it? Because now I know there's a 4 in this quadruple clue, or at least 1 4. I now know it's exactly 1 4 because I can't put 4 in either of those. So right, so these cells are now, so this has become a 4 5 7 triple because there's a 4. I've got to put a 4 in this domino. And I'm going to think about those two digits in a minute. But let's just do the same thing down here, because 2 now has to sneak into this domino. So these are from 2 5 7. I think we can get rid of the 5 7 corner marks now, because we're basically, we know a lot of things about these triples. So by Fistemafel, we now know that there's a 4 and a 2 in some 2x2s around the edge, but let's hope we don't need that. Well, I'm not against needing it. It's just if I do need to use that logic, I will have to prove Fistemafel. So what's going on here? We've got 4 definitely in there, and 2 definitely in here. So this could be, rather surprisingly, it could be 4 7, couldn't it? Ooh. Probably. If it's 4 7, this has got to be a 1 2 pair. But if it's 4 5, then these two digits have to add up to 5 without using 4, so they would be 2 and 3. So there's always a that's lovely. So there's always a 2 in there, which means this is a 2 and this is a 4, and that's going to help me, isn't it? So now this 12 cage is 3 7, which makes this digit a 5, which means that's digits a 5 by Sudoku. And now I know that digit's a 7 by maths. Whoa, I didn't mean to colour you in. That's a 7, that's a 9. And and now I know where the 2, I see, I know where the 2, and this is very, very cute, isn't it? I sort of know where these quadruple clues end up now, because once you get the 4 here, that bounces back over there. And now, okay, now Sudoku tells me there's a 4 in this 14 cage, which means I've got 2 digits in this that definitely add up to 6. So the other 2 digits add up to 8, and they've got to be 5 3 or 7 1. So these digits are either a 3 or a 1 accompanying the 4. Okay. Do I know which of those it is? I probably do. I probably do, and I can't see it. Okay, never mind. What else could we do here then? Have we got more logic that we need to avail ourselves of? So, I don't know yet is the short answer. 9. So I know 9 is in there. Yeah, okay. So I know... Well, we can do a bit of parity on this box, I think. That might be what we're meant to do. So here is I'm going to say now a number of very, very obvious things, so I apologise for that. It's not possible that this cage, this purple cage, is only made up of even digits, because we can't repeat digits in a cage, and the 4 even Sudoku digits add up to 20. 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 is 20. That's not enough. So there are odd digits in this cage, but the total of the cage is even. So what do we know about the number of odd digits there are in this cage? Well, it must be an even number of odd digits, because we need the odd digits to add together in order to create an even total, if you see what I mean. Now, that's quite interesting. No jokes. Even Peter Svidler didn't think I was that boring. So in here, what could we have? We could have 2 odd digits, that would be possible, or we could have 4 odd digits. But we can't have 4 odd digits, because there's definitely no 5 and definitely no 7 in this cage. Because of this 5-7 stuff that's going on. And there are only obviously 5 odd digits in a Sudoku full stop, 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. So once you only have 1, 3 and 9 available, 2 of those are going to have to go in there, aren't they? And surely it needs a 9. Yes, that's lovely. Actually, it does need a 9. And the way to see that is, imagine it didn't have a 9 in it. Well, then the odd digits in that cage would be a 1 and a 3. They only add up to 4, which means that even the 3 even digits in that cage sum to 20. But we know that all 4 even digits sum to 20, not 3 of them. So it can't be 1 and 3 as the odd digits. So there is a 9 in the cage, but I know there's a 9 in there. So that's a 9. That's lovely. That really is lovely. Now there's a 9 down here by Sudoku, so there's a 9 over there. Now, can I do this trick again then? This is it. This is it. I'm now looking at the title of the puzzle, odd way to even out. That's it. Yeah, because what the puzzle is saying is, so what I'm actually looking at here is all of these cages. Because I think they all have this same property. None of them. I think I'm right in saying none of them can have 5 or 7 in them. They can't. They just can't. But none of them individually add up to 20. So none of them can only be made up of even digits. So in each of them, there must be 2 odd digits. And it's going to be something to do with that we're going to have to figure out. Well, in fact, this one is totally forced. Because this one, again, it can't be 4 even digits because they would add up to 20. So it's got some oddness to it, a bit like me. But it's got no 5s, 7s or 9s in it. So the 2 odd digits that are in there are 1 and 3. They're the only ones available. And then the other 2 digits add up to 14. And they aren't 5, 9. So they've got to be 6, 8. So this cage is completely and utterly forced. Which is rather cool. Okay, I'm going to try this one now. So this one, well, yeah, we might as well try that one. Because again, it can't only be even digits. It would then add up to 20. So it's got some odd digits in it. And it doesn't have 3, 5 or 7. So it does have 1 and 9. I'm not. I've got this 9 pencil mark here, but could that be a 9? Oh, yeah. I better be a bit careful there. I don't think. I mean, it's probable the 9's in one of those two, but I think it could be here if that's a 9. So I better be a bit circumspect about that. But we've got 1 and 9 definitely in there. They add up to 10. And then we've got 2 more digits that are definitely even that sum up to 12. So they must be 4 and 8. And that's probably jolly useful. He says trying to work out quite why. I can see that one's not 9. Don't know actually. I can't quite see how to do that. Alright, let's try this one. Now this one is a little bit different, isn't it? Because we don't know. There's only 5 and 7 that are definitely knocked out of this cage. We do know it's got 2 odd digits in it, and probably it needs a 9. In fact, yes, it's exactly the same as this one. The logic's identical. If we did only put 1 and 3 as the odd digits in it, then the other 3 digits couldn't add up to 20. So this has 9 in it. Oh, no, okay, so the logic's identical in the sense that it's got a 9 in it. But what isn't identical is in this one, we knew where the 9 went. In this one, we don't, actually. Ah, okay. Okay, so it's got 9 in it. So do we know how it's made up then? If it's got a 1 in it as well, then what? Then 9 and 1 would add up to 10, and the 3 even digits would add up to 14, so they would be missing a 6. So this would be 2, 4, 8. Oh, that's nearly impossible. Because where do you put the 4 in it? It would have to be there. Nah, I can't see whether that's impossible or not. Okay, so we can't rule that out. Okay, and if a 9 was together with 3 in it, then so it's always got 4 in it. That's the point. Because if it was 9, 3, adding up to 12, then the 3 even digits add up to 12. And given the 4 even digits add up to 20, we know we must be missing the 8 out. And if we're missing the 8 out, we're still putting a 4 in the cage. So this is always 4. Now, so that means 4 is in one of those cells. So it could be in the 11 cage with a 7. That would make sort of sense, wouldn't it? Okay, and this is either... How do we do this then? How do we actually work out what is or isn't missing from this cage? I don't think we're a million miles away from solving this. Actually, I probably shouldn't have said that, but I mean, it's pretty amazing it solves from here. Ah, that's not a 4. I suspect that isn't the crucial insight that we need. If that's 9, then that's 9. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can rule 9 out from this cell, because I can ask where 9 goes in box 2. And the fact is, I really don't have a clue where it goes, but I can see it's in one of those 4 cells because of my pencil marks here. So 9 is in one of these cells, and it's in one of these cells. So where is it in row 3? It's in one of these cells. So it can't repeat in the cage, and that is not a 9. And alas, I don't think that's going to be quite the crucial deduction that's going to get us home. All right, so we have to think again. And this is going to this one is going to operate very similarly to this one. We know this has got 4 in it. And oh, do we know it's got 2 in it? Yes, we do. Because do you remember when we did the logic up here, we worked out the missing even digit was either 6 or 8. So this one needs a 2 in it, and there's a 2 here. So it's quite symmetrical. So we get a 2 there. That's good. That is excellent. In fact, this 2 is far more useful than that 4 is, for this reason. Where is 2 in box 3? And the answer is, as usual, I don't know. But I sort of do now, because it's joined, it's in this quadruple clue, because it can't go in this 18 cage. So let's think about how we make the number 11. 11 is odd. So if we're adding 2 digits to 11, one of the digits is going to be odd, and one of the digits is going to be even. That is the nature of numbers. But the only even digit I can put in that quadruple is a 2. So that gives me a 4 here by sort of elimination. This must be 2 and 9. This must be 5 and 7. Oh, that's a 2 now. That's good. So 2 is in one of those 3 cells. Now, what do we do with that? I don't know yet, but that felt like a bit of a breakthrough, didn't it? It felt like a bit of a breakthrough, but maybe it wasn't. Is there some reason I know this 4 has to be in there? Because that would be very symmetrical, wouldn't it? That really would be very symmetrical. 1, 3, 6, 8. I can't see it. There might be a good reason. 4. What was this? 1, 4, 8, 9. So, I mean, there might be points around sort of that domino of cells. Because this is a 1, 4, 8, 9 quadruple, none of those cells can be 1, 4, 8, 9. Which might, I mean, they could both be odd, is the thing. These could both be from the 3, 5, 7 coterie of digits. Oh, hang on. I hadn't spotted. There's something else I've just noted. Oh dear, have I broken this? Okay, I hadn't spotted this. I've got a 5, 7 X-wing. And I've got 5 and 7 there. That's okay, yeah, so that might be worth thinking about. This, why do I say it's a 5, 7 X-wing? Well, because the end arrangement is either going to be those 2 being 5s or these 2 being 5s, just by Sudoku. If this is 5, because this is 7, you can see this will be 5. So the 5s are going to form, they're going to be on one limb of an X. We just don't know which way round it goes. So obviously 5, 7, 5, 7. So this is a 5. Oh, this is 5, 7, and we know that's 5, and we know that's 7. Oh, I see. And this quadruple clue needs a 3. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. And that's going to unwind the X-wing. Oh, goodness me, oskode. This is beautiful. Right, so that's a 3. Now, this has not got 3 in it, so we know these add up to 5 at the bottom. Plus 2 is 7, so to get to 14, we need a 7. That unwinds the X-wing. So here we need a 1 to get to the correct total. Now I need to put a 1 around this 1, 4, 14 clue, this quadruple clue. That's got to go there, look. Now 9 is in one of these 2 cells for definite. So 9 is in one of those 2 cells for definite. I can't quite get it into the gauge yet. 6, 8, 9 into these squares. So let's just fill that in case that's... Oh, no, this 9. That 9 does it. Right, so that's 9. Now what do we need in this column? 3 is the answer. So let's pop that in. Now, does that do things? Well, it does a little thing here, doesn't it? It makes that 6 and 8. which means these cells at the top are 3 and 9. And there's a 2, 9 here, so we can go 9 here, 3 here. And we know there's a 3 around this quadruple clue. So there's now a 3 in this domino, and a 3 in one of those 3, but I don't know, again, whether it's in the cage or not. Okay, and what about those digits then? They're 6 and 8. Right, that's quite interesting. Because wasn't it 6 or 8 that we were missing out of this cage? Oh, we can already see that's been forced anyway. Yeah, well, this being 6 or 8, but we can see we had a 2 in here. Oh, right, but there's no 3 in there now. Or was there ever? No, there could have been. There could have been before, but now there isn't. That's the right. This is where we look. This is where we look. We worked out that this had 2 odd digits in it, but they weren't 5 and 7. Well, now, because I've got a 3 here and I've got a 3 there, this can't be a 3. There is no 3 in there, so there must be a 1 in there. And that 1 must join its friends, the 2 and the 9. So this is a 1, 2, 9 triple. And now we can just do the maths on it. We've got 16 there, so that's got to be 8. So that's 6. And hopefully that'll do something. Okay, so now this is a 3, 6 pair in the row. Yes, or sort of in this box. You can see this 3, 6 has to find a home. And in this row we haven't put the digit 1 in, so we ought to. That's the nature of trying to... Oh, now... Okay, so now this digit is 3, 6 or 8. And in fact that sort of extends down the column, doesn't it? And this isn't a 3. So there's a 6, 8 pair in the bottom row. That's going to put pressure on that 11 cage. But we'll come back to that. I think there's a few things going on now. This is 5, 7, 8. Whoops, it would help if I could type, wouldn't it? That would be a useful skill. Right, that is not a 7 or a 5, so that is an 8. So does that do it? Or does it do something? Probably does. I just can't see where. That 7 is doing something. That's a 7. That's a 3. So this isn't a 3. Still not sure about this digit though. I mean, in a way, I know that 3, 6 and 8 live in this cage, so whatever that is, it's in there, and therefore has to be in one of those 3 cells. So that means there's a sort of floating 3, 6, 8 triple in this box between that U pentomino there. That's got to have the 3, 6 and the 8 in this box in it. Well, I mean, that feels a bit esoteric, doesn't it? Let's try and not use that, at least initially. I might come back here to this 11 cage. 3 here means there's a 3 in one of those. And now this cage is different, isn't it? Because this one does have 3 in it. So this one is 3 and 9, so it has no 6 in it. Because that's, let me just double check the maths on that. It's 3 and 9 for 12. Oh no, my maths is wrong. Oh, have I got it wrong here? I think I've got the maths wrong up here. 10, I needed 14. No, that's correct. So why has my brain gone mad down here? I need 12 here. So I have to miss out the 8. Yeah, I included the 8. Okay, so my brain's just doing jumping around in circles. Right. So here what we've got is 2 odd digits, which are 3 and 9 adding to 12. So we need 3 more odd digits to add up to 12 to get to the 24. So the way we're going to do that is with 2, 4 and 6. So this is a 3, 4, 6 triple. And we can get rid of the 3 corner mark. Okay, so these don't include 4 now. So 4 is definitely in this domino, and I can actually place it. So this is 1 or 9. And that digit is definitely in this quadruple, isn't it? Because this is a 189 quadruple. So it goes there. And then it goes there. So that digit's a 1 or a 9. And surely I know what this 11 gauge is now. I probably do. 3, 6, 3, 4, 6 here makes that an 8. So that's an 8. That's a 6. Right, now what can this be? It can't be 3, 8. It can't be 5, 6. So this has got to be a 3, 5 pair. Which means 7 is in here along with 4. And that resolves the 4 and the 1. This is a beautiful puzzle. It really is. It's very high class, this. And now, what's going on here? I think 2 and 6 have to go into this box still. So that's 6. That's 2. I've now got a 1, 9 pair here, so that's 2. And something is going to have to resolve all of these pairs we've got going on all over the place. I don't know what that is yet. Okay, and this is a quadruple now of 1, 5, 7, 9. 1, 9. What does that do? It probably does something. 7 can't be in there. Right. So this is a 1, 7 pair. And how does this resolve? 4 has to be there by Sudoku. So that's a 4. And I've got an 8 at the bottom here, so this is not an 8. So now 8 is definitely in this domino, isn't it? Which means 8 is not in these cells. That isn't a 1 by Sudoku. 1, 3. Oh, come on, Simon. What are you missing? I don't know. I don't know, I can't see it. But hopefully we'll get there in the fullness of time. Where's 2 in row 4? It's there. That seems to be forced. So this row needs 3, 6 and 8. And that is 3, 6 or 8 therefore. Okay. It's not 3, I suppose, so it's now 6 or 8. What clue have I not used? I don't know. Oh, I've got hang on, I've got a 6, 8 pair there. Oh, I see. So 3's been here for a while, which means 3 was there. This becomes 6, 8. That becomes 1. That's going to be lovely. So that does me a 9 over here. So that does me a 9 here as well. 9 here. This becomes a 1. Now, okay. That's probably good. This 4 has that been there for ages? It probably has. Never mind. We're still going. All of these pairs are getting resolved, which is great. 6, 8, 8, 1. I still need to put a 1 in this box and a something, which is a 6, I think. Now this row, what does that need? Good question. I'm going to say 8. That 8 is nice because that does things. That does things. Now that 1 is doing things. 7, 5, 5, 9, 9, 2, 2. And I'm pretty confident we're going to finish now with a 6 there. That is a spectacularly beautiful puzzle. Is it right? Yes. Yeah, I loved that. That was very, very interesting. I absolutely love the basic idea of it, which I think I got to second, actually. So I think there was this stuff in the middle, which I probably could have done more with, but I think that the title is referring to the fact that you've got these, it's the purple cages, and the fact that you need to somehow think about how to generate the even totals within them. It's just a beautifully, it's so elegant as an idea, isn't it? I think that's lovely. Let me know in the comments how you got on with the puzzle. I enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind, and we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.